everyone, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and today we are going to be talking about my top 5 least favorite or top bottom 5 least loved movies. Um, I wanted to try to keep it in the theme of what we were doing this week, but last week we talked about my top 5 favorites, so we kind of already covered this video halfway. So we're going to go ahead and cover the other half and talk about my 5 movies that I honestly just let's be honest, I hate them. Some of them, it's actually very hard for me to make this list because I like a lot of stuff, and it's really hard for me to hate something. But these movies, they either had some sort of story behind them, not the movie in general, but like some story of why I don't like it, or just I could not get the movie. So I just decided that this is the list. It's honestly, besides number 1, in no particular order. Because like I said, it's kind of hard to choose all this. But yeah, so here's the criteria of what makes it a least favorite movie, because I've seen a ton of movies. I've watched movies on TV and stuff like that, so to qualify as this is I literally had to question, why did I spend my money on this, whether that being buying a DVD or actually going and seeing it in theaters or renting it. This is basically what it came down to. So before we get into the list, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. So let's go with number 5, which is the Grown Ups movies. Both of them. I haven't seen the second one all the way through, but I did see the first one in theaters as an actual first date. The date was terrible. It was one of the worst dates I ever been on. And this movie in general was just boring. It was very, not a date movie in my opinion. And I haven't seen it since it came out, and I don't really want to see it ever again. It was just with the bad mix of me not enjoying the movie, or not enjoying the date, and then the movie just being terrible in general. In my opinion, just makes me not want to like it, or not want to give it another chance. What I think would have improved this movie is, here's another thing. I personally can't stand Kevin James. So what would have improved this movie would have been if Chris Farley was still alive. We know that he would have been in Kevin James's place, and the movie would have been a lot better with Chris Farley. So number 4 is Hereditary. So I actually saw this movie in theaters with Angie, and both of us honestly didn't like the movie. It was a slow burn of a movie, which, I mean, like I said, I love Joker, but this is on the other end of the spectrum, because Joker, you kind of can predict what was going to happen. This movie, you predicted everything. And for a horror film, having the only scary parts at the end is really kind of boring. I mean, we do get the part where the daughter gets decapitated by a pole, but it's still, like, it's just halfway through the movie, I was just sitting there like, oh my god, come on, end, come on, because it's like you basically get nothing going through. It felt like it was a horror film trying to be an Oscar movie, and that just, it made it boring. And, like, this is really hard for me to talk like this because I enjoy movies so much. Number 3 was Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance. This is a superhero movie. There's 2 superhero movies that I refuse to watch. One of them I saw, the other one I have not seen, and I refuse to watch. The other one being Fan 4 Stick. But this, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, was so bad. The first Ghost Rider was okay, but this one just, I mean, from the point of, like, the Ghost Rider when it's the Ghost Rider, just like doing like the weird dance sort of thing where he's like that's where I lost it on being able to enjoy the movie. And then just the acting, the cinematography in it, I hated it. It was such a disappointing movie, and I still haven't watched it since I first saw it. And actually, fun fact, this is the one movie on the list that I didn't spend money on saying it was on TV, but still, it was like I just wasted 2 hours of my life. So next is Ghostbusters 2016. I'm not going to really cover it that much because I do have a review on it. It's not as bad as I was expecting it to be, but when you hold it against Ghostbusters Afterlife and the original Ghostbusters, it's not a good movie. There's too much riffing going on, and by riffing, I mean that they're literally just repeating the same joke over and over again for 5 minutes. And if they cut that time, yes, it would have been a half an hour of a movie, but it would have been a lot better. I'm not going to go much more in detail with that because, like I said, I have a review up on my channel. Then, number 1 is Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Now, this one comes with a story. So, this was another date movie that I enjoyed the first Hot Tub Time Machine. I mean, it was alright. But the fact that, like, I saw this movie and it was just complete and utter trash. And I think we even walked out of the movie. It was just so terrible. And, like, there's half the jokes were just, pardon my French, but half the jokes were just dick jokes. That's all it was. And that's, like, I hate to sound like I deserve a higher form of comedy because I enjoy a fart joke, I enjoy a dick joke, all that. But, like, when it's just an hour and a half of that non-stop, it gets so annoying. And then there's barely any plot because it's just set up for dick jokes. That's all it was. But yeah, so that was number 1. What movies do you guys can't stand? Leave a comment down below, and make sure you guys like and subscribe and ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media in the description below. It's that Nerd Ryan telling you, have an amazing day.